Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with my first layout for the Counterfeit Kit Club kit that I made. So if you didn't already know, I am the guest designer over at Counterfeit Kit Club this month and I am super excited. So I made this layout just for fun and I thought I would share it with you. This is the first layout that I made with my kit and I think this is one of my favorite layouts that I've made in a long time. Well, not in a long time, because I have a lot of favorites that I've made this year, but recently this is one of my favorites. So here you can see I'm just cutting down all of my photos, and I have these 3 photos, and I want to use them all on this layout because they all go together. So we were getting ready to move out of our apartment into our very first house, and it was just a house that we were going to be renting. So this is the first time we moved and with Brennan as a part of our family, because we had lived in this apartment since before he was born, actually. And so this was a new experience for him. These are photos of him dumping out a box of those little packing peanuts. So I just thought it was kind of a fun and cute story to tell. So here you can see that I am backing the photos, and at first I was thinking I was going to use this yellow paper right behind the photos, but then I kind of felt like the photos didn't stand out, so it needed some white paper behind it. And that's kind of where I made the mistake, but it actually turns out fine. So here you can see I'm pulling the yellow paper off of those 2 photos that were already done, and then I am putting some white paper behind them. And then I'm going to realize, oh crap, I don't have enough yellow paper to do the same yellow border on all 3 photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide to back this photo, but then this is where I realize, oh no, I'm not going to have enough paper. So I'm going to back this other photo with the white. And then I'm going to put that one on the yellow. And so that one and the other one, because they're 2 of the same sequence of photos, those 2 are going to have the full piece of yellow striped paper behind them. And then what I'm going to do with the odd photo is I am going to just put that paper that I had already cut at an angle, and I am going to spend quite a little bit of time trying to layer other layers behind this photo. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time with layering. Like if it's layering and it's perfect layering, where you just cut out one layer and put it right behind the photo, and then you cut out another layer and put it right behind the photo, and it's not offset or anything like that. I can do that kind of layering. But layering with odd angles of paper like this, I kind of have a hard time with. So you can see here I am trying to figure out if I want to use this blue paper, and I really like the blue paper, but I think it didn't really not necessarily match. It just didn't go well, I guess, with the photo. So here I'm trying to do a smaller piece of that paper and a bigger piece and change the angle and all of that stuff, and it's just not going to work. So I'm just going to start gluing down these 2 other layers that I have, and I really like those 2. So I am going to put aside this blue layer. Maybe not. Apparently I cut it up, and I'm thinking maybe I'll just have a little bit of it peeking out, but like I said, I just didn't really like it. But I did want the papers to stand off the page a little bit more. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied here. So I'm going to use my Close to My Heart slate ink, and that is one of my favorite inks to ink the edges with lately. So here I do that, and then I'm going to pull out some of this fun foam, and I just buy mine at Walmart, and I buy the cheapo stuff. I don't even get the adhesive kind because I'm too super cheap. Here I'm just going to use my tacky glue to glue that down. And that photo layering is done. I am done with that, and I'm really happy how that turned out. So now here I am off to the side going through the papers that I have in the kit and trying to figure out exactly what else I want to do. I knew I needed more papers behind the bottom two photos, so I'm going to use this paper, and it's a very light mint color, and I can't remember what paper it is. I will try to go back and figure that out, but I can't think of what it is right now. So I glued those two photos down, and now I'm going to start building a cluster over here on the left hand side. You can see I did cut off that branding strip, and I'm going to use that. But then I started thinking there's not really a ton of black on this layout, and so I decided to cut apart this this pink floral paper, and this is actually the other side of that light mint color. And then I'm going to add this branding strip down there at the bottom. And here I'm just inking the edges of all of these papers and gluing them down. And I really love how this turned out. I wasn't quite sure at first when I started to do the two strips along the two sides on the right and the left. But once I did it, I just absolutely loved it. And there's that nice little pop of pink on both sides as well as in that top photo. So here you can see I am just gluing down those layers over there to the right hand side. And yeah, like I said, I just really love these colors and these layers together. So there, I'm done with that little paper cluster up there. I'm going to glue down, I think I'm going to glue down the photos next. And here you can see I'm just kind of moving things around, and I'm going to pull out some stickers and some epoxy, what are these? No, not epoxy, puffy stickers. So I'm gluing all of those things down. And these cute stickers, I believe these are from Pebbles, and they are from the Easter collection is what I want to say. And I'm using some of these buttons from, those would be from Pink Paisley, one of Paige Evans's lines. And then I'm also going to use this, what is this ribbon, this gray ribbon, and I really like that color. It matches along really well with the leaves on that pink paper. So I'm going to glue that down, and then there's a little strip where it had been folded. So I'm going to cover that up with this sticker that says New Old. And let's see what else. So I had this cute little paper clip that I'm going to put up there, or not paper clip, what is that called? I can't even think about what that's called. Anyway, I'm going to put one up there, and then also next to this word, hey. And I'm going to end up putting my title to the left of that top photo. Here you can also see that I'm pulling out some more stickers, and these are all puffy stickers. I keep wanting to say epoxy stickers. I don't know why. So I put one down there in that bottom cluster, and then this is where I glue down this top photo, and it kind of warps the page. So I kind of wish I hadn't used that liquid glue. I'm not a huge liquid glue person, but sometimes I do use it, and this time I kind of wished I hadn't because it did warp the top when it dried, which is really weird. So here I'm going to start putting down my title, and my title is going to be Hey with that wood veneer, and that wood veneer I think is from, it's from one of Pink Paisley Paige Evans's lines. I can't remember which one. I think it's Take Me Away, but I could be wrong about that. And then I'm going to use the alphas from Amy Tangerine, and these are old. I think these are from 2013 maybe. I don't remember, but I put these in the kit, and I'm so glad that I did. So I'm going to start out writing out all of the words, and it's going to say, hey you, that's not helping. And I just thought that was kind of a funny title, you know, better than making a mess or something silly like I normally do. I'm not the best title maker, and so when I come up with a cute title that actually is good, I get really excited. So here you can see that I am using black, pink, and green, and I'm just writing out this really long title, and I really love how that turns out. And now that I'm sitting here looking at the layout, I kind of need to glue down some of these epoxy stickers because they're not staying down, and I want to make sure they stay down. So here I'm kind of fussing over this. I don't really like the pink, but I don't want to do it in all black. So I am going to decide to take off the word "that's" in the pink, and I am going to put it in the kind of greenish. I try the orange because I was thinking maybe orange would work, but that doesn't look good either. So I'm going to stick to black and green. And here I'm going to come back and it's going to be all done. So there you can see it's all done. And I'm going to start putting it down. I'm going to kind of cut this part out though because it takes forever to do. Now you can see here I'm all done with the title, and I am adding some of these cute little puffy stars, and those are actually kind of old. I think those came in an old Studio Calico kit, I want to say, or it might have been a Click Kits from forever ago. So here I'm just adding some of those around the layout, and also adding some of these pink fresh puffy stickers as well. And I think this layout is pretty much done. I'm also going to add a little tag here in this cluster, and I'm just going to stamp the date on there. And it's going to take me forever to find the right one, and this one is not the right one. So I keep fussing with it and trying to figure out which one I want to do. The colors just weren't matching very well, and so finally I find this wood one, and I really like that. So I'm going to glue that down and stamp the date on it. And these pictures were taken October 27th, 2008. A long time ago. Yes, I'm still working on layouts and my album from 2008. I need to actually start doing some more album shares, so I'm going to start doing that again too after I finish this month of my video a day scrapbooking. So here you can see I'm just getting my month and then my day and the year put down. And then that is going to be the end of this layout. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series that I am doing during July. And be sure to come back. I will have another layout for you tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be another Counterfeit Kit Club layout. And this one is going to be a challenge that I am doing with the Counterfeit Kit Club design team. So you can look forward to that. And I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.